the amount of uproar that I'm going to get for this. All right, text, chapter 1, part 1, 41. Where are we at? We're at 40.
Yeah.
The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mind. It's a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. And once again, sonship. The sonship is not Jesus. Sonship is all of us. That's right. Jesus examples complete recognition of unity of the sonship. I am the sonship.
Yeah. I think Aaron Abke says when Jesus was talking about like follow me, he wasn't saying like follow me Jesus, but follow
The man.
me man, right? He's
Right.
saying like follow me I don't isn't that what he said too? Like follow me, I am like kind of like I am one with God, like I
Like,
am
this is the way.
this
Not
is the
like
way.
follow this body.
But
But this is the way I'm living.
Yeah.
This is the things to think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says that all of the I am comments that Jesus is quoted to be making is not from the personality, but from the true self.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's right.
The oneness.
He's so handsome.
He is. He's got a full set of hair.
Oh my gosh. Hate that guy.
It's a lot of hair on his head.
Let's see. Have you seen those pictures of him when he was bodybuilder?
No, I don't want to see that.
He's like ripped out of his brain.
Have you seen that too?
He was a model.
And she said, "Oh yeah."
She's like, got the poster.
And the Chris Hemingworth, White Jesus, of course.
Oh, Chris Hemingworth. He's a handsome man too. Well, yeah.
Jesus makes it look like Chris Hemingworth.
Anyway, we're getting off track here.
Yeah. Sorry.
41.
Okay.
The wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. Content of miracles. Wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. Thus, they thus correct or atone for the faulty perception of lack. And based on what I see happening, that's what Jesus did. He walked around seeing everything as whole. And so how do you see something as whole when it's obvious, when it has the appearance of lack? So someone's laying on the street and begging, and their legs don't work, and Jesus sees them as whole. What is Jesus looking at? What is he saying when he says your sins are forgiven, but so that all may know that the Son of Man has the power to forgive sins, take up your mat and walk. Where is he at that he says follow me? And what happened to the guy who's crippled that was different? There's a shift happened that he's like, oh, okay, and he just takes up his mat and now his legs work.
Yeah. He was forgiven.
Well, he was forgiven too, yeah, he was forgiven. And then, once again, it's not the separation forgiven, like, oh, Jesus forgives and no one else can forgive. Because Son of Man, sonship, not Jesus, Christ, he had the mantle of Christ, Jesus Christ. Jesus was the guy, but he's the guy that fully gave himself up to be Christ. And in order to be Christ, you have to let go of all the barriers to not be Christ. And in fact, that's the whole game. It's like, well, Christ was within me. That's a Christian thing. You know, live to live as Christ and to die as gain. What does that mean? It's the same thing as forgiveness as far as the context of a course, in that we're just letting go of all these barriers to love, barriers to wholeness. And so I see you as whole. Okay, well, how do I see someone as whole that is physically crippled and is bothering me so much? You know. So once again, my mom, right, the mom saga, and I got lots of hooks from Mom, and I let some new ones get set, and then she pulls on the old ones, and it's a fun game we play. And
Do that with my husband.
yes, we all have our person, and If you don't have a person, you can get one if you want. They're pretty easy to find. Yeah. But we don't have to have them necessarily. Anyway, so she's like a mess. She's falling apart physically. So I did some research, and I found some care facilities that are like in homes, like just single family homes, actually right around here, like walking distance. I could right there and over there, but by Carolyn's parents' house, and I called her, and I'm like, hey, there's some care facilities that, you're in Ventura, I can't help you. You obviously need help, and everything can be managed. They take care of food and board, and you can have your own life, and if you ever need help, there's assistance as well. And she's like, oh my God, how could you do this to me? And she's screaming at me that
I was thinking, like, how nice of you.
I was thinking, oh, this is wonderful, right? And she's like, how could you do this to me? And she starts to sob. I'm like, hey, take a beat here. This is a good thing. It's like, and so then all of my past of how I think she's crazy comes out, and I start to get angry at this suffering woman that has some idea that she's going to be locked up, maybe like in a straitjacket and tortured as, like an old folks home, like that kind of image. And so, whereas right before, the reason I started communicating her again, I had this image of her as a little girl. I had this picture of her as a little girl that looks just like one of my sisters, her daughter. And it's a very sweet image. And so I can see her as that. In my mind, I can see her as that, or I can see her as she is right now, her physical form, her physical appearance. And it's a very different physical reaction for me. And so we can do that. We can see people as any number of things.
Yeah.
We can see people as innocent, is what the Course says. How do I see someone that is offending me as innocent? Well, first, ultimately, we're not our body. We're spirit. So what is spirit? Well, spirit is that identifier that's going to live past the body, or at least that's a soul, at least. And then we're also spirit. What is spirit? Well, spirit is that thing, I think, that lives in all of us, and maybe there's really just one spirit that has made some diversifications, like made some barriers so that you can be unique and I can be unique. But the same Spirit, the same Christ is within us all. Could I find that sameness in you that is the same in me?
Yeah.
What does that look like if I were to find it? Because then my mind, what it does is it puts meaning on it. It puts a form on it.
Yeah.
And then you see the form. But the thing you're seeing is not the thing. And so Jesus was looking at a crippled form, and he was seeing past the image that your mind forms to put a picture on the ultimate reality of it, which is spirit, which is ultimate consciousness. We put a picture on it. And the picture changed for him because he was seeing something different. He was allowing his mind to see unity and one with the sonship. You're equally a part of the sonship as me. And then the other person felt that and decided to let go of separate crippledness and gave themselves to where Jesus led them. And then Jesus said, I healed you. No, he didn't say that. What did he say? Do you remember? Your faith made you well. Jesus said that over and over and over and over again. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you gave up your identity in separateness, which is all of our identity. You gave up your identity in this unique separateness of crippled person on the street. You gave it up, you let it go, the boundary to love, and then who you are enfolded. It naturally rose up, just like the ties to the Goodyear blimp. You don't push the Goodyear blimp up in the air. It's full of gas that raises into the air on its own. All you do is release the ties, release the tie, release the tie, release the tie, and it just naturally goes right up. Anybody?
I was was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say.
I was in the middle of a rant.
It was good. It was a good rant.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Please interrupt if it comes back to you.
No, well, yeah, for sure. I think I let go of what I was thinking in order to listen to what you were saying, because I can't hold on to both.
Something about Aaron Apke's apps. Okay. What'd you say, Sue?
I said it worked. That's good.
That's right, it worked. Yeah, so this is what we're doing. Same thing. We're acknowledging everyone as my brother. Wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. Verse 41.
That's what we just did.
Oh, they correct. 42. A major contribution of miracles is their strength in releasing you from your false sense of isolation, deprivation, and lack. And that's what we just said. We have this sense that we're separate, but we're really not.
Right.
But we can sure feel separate. I don't know about you, but I felt very separate in the middle of a big crowd, so alone. Why is that? Well, it's my ability to create anything that I want, really is what that is. We're very, very helpful or skilled at creating a reality.
Yeah. I think about it's funny, whenever I wake up in the morning and I can't go back to sleep, I keep listening to the Disappearance of the Universe, and I keep falling back asleep through like chapter 10, 11, so I started over to chapter 10 over and over and over and over again, which is kind of cool because I feel
comforting.
Like it is.
Lullaby.
It is, yeah. And I feel like the more I listen to it, the more it kind of like resonates. And I keep thinking about my health, because chapter 10 is about health and sickness and stuff like that, and how my health is better. Like the pain is gone. Like it came back in the beginning after it was gone, because I like push, but now it's like really gone.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yay!
I know,
I've been wanting
yeah.
to ask, but I wasn't sure if I should bring it up. So I'm glad to hear you're feeling better.
Thanks. Yeah, I can still feel like the tightness down there, and I don't overdo it, but yeah, I can do so many things now.
No.
So, but now that I can do so many things, I'm doing all the things, and I'm pushing, and realizing like I need to slow down in life, because I'm doing all the things like I couldn't do for a long time. So I'm just like filling my days with things I couldn't do.
Well, and notice just how interesting is that ego does, and separate personality of, and I just imagine, because I've had debilitating pain in different little spots of life, and you think, wow, if this was gone, life would just be so much better. And then it's gone, and you move on, and you find something else that makes life. Yeah. If this was gone, or if this was different, you know, it's just so habitual that we have that that we.
And that's what it says in the book. Like, if society has one disease, once that disease is cured, we make another disease.
Yeah.
You know, plague or whatever.
For enemies.
Yep. And if we don't have one, if we make peace, then we create another enemy. That's right. Oh, ouch.
Yeah. In the book, it said something about like that it gives us like false hope, or gives us hope, or gives us false hope. I don't know. Having closure with one.
It makes you happy.
It
says it makes you happy to wait. What?
Having closure, like with one disease, but then creating another one. I forgot the exact words. I'll have to go back and listen again. But
I thought you were talking about the part where it was saying you get like evil people or whatever hardships make you happy, because it allows that that quote-unquote evil person makes it so that you can externalize everything that you don't like about yourself and make them the problem.
Yeah. That's exactly what that whole thing is. It's a projection game, because the ego exists from projecting, because the ego projects, and love or God extends. That's the language of the Course. And so what that means is everything that is out there is projected from really the light, and the light is is God stuff. So we're projecting the light of God, so to speak, through these ideas and judgments, and then it projects on this otherness that we'll call it consciousness, and then we watch the images of light shining through our judgments on the screen of consciousness. Now, so consciousness is not the other; it's just a part of us. But that's what we watch in the theater, and often then we identify with the image on the screen, and we say that's me and that's you, but that's not me and that's not you. And so, to keep the otherness going, I need to have another. I need to keep the separation going, and that's why the ego loves sin and death and separation. Because if you really are scared to die, and if we really have an enemy that could possibly kill us, or hurt us, or harm us, or take, well, then that presupposes that you have a real thing to take, or you have a body that can die. And so it solidifies the whole game. And that's why we're so obsessed with it. It's the ego's push. It's the current of life. Because the life we live is this separation life. But it's just the appearance of life. It's not life itself. We love it. We love it. I heard this guy named, his name is Bernard. I'm going to tell you right now, I love him so much. His name is Bernardo Kastrup, and he has this system called analytic idealism. Bernardo Kastrup, and he's a scientist. He's a scientist from the CERN collider. You know that? Yeah, you know that giant collider that's colliding subatomic particles and trying to find the source of everything, kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
without creating a black hole. Sorry.
And yeah, they're finding little black holes, trying to create a black hole, and there's a black hole in everything. This is crazy. Anyway, so he's this super smart scientist guy, physical quantum scientist, and he says that his analytic idealism sounds like a metaphysical teacher, what he's talking about it, because he's like, the reality of the physical world is just a dashboard. He says there is just mind. There's mind. There's only mind, and then what we are seeing is the dashboard. It's like if you were born inside of a airline. You were born inside of a plane, and you learn how to fly, but the plane has no windows, but you have all of the dials and the representation inside of the cockpit. And so you have a screen, and it has pictures and has dials, and you can fly the plane, and you can fly the plane great, but you never see the sky. And he said, and then you just think that that's the sky, because you've been looking at this dashboard with all the data and all the pictures, and it could, it shows you exactly what you need to see and know, but you never have ever seen the sky. He said that's what life's like. We walk around and we see stuff, and we see people, and we see sky, and we see universe, and we see table, and we see all these things, but it doesn't mean what we think it means. It's just our representation of reality. It's the picture that mind puts on it so that you can navigate. And so he says, so why is that important? It's important because that picture can change, because it's not the thing. It's just the representation for the thing. And mind's powerful, and it's so powerful you can actually make things mean whatever you want. And that's what we do. And then we say, this is it. This is real. They're bad, they're good. It's like, well, maybe, but really they just represent what your mind has, the meaning that you placed on them. And anyway, so he goes on and on. It says it in a really smart way, but I'm like, that sounds like a Course in Miracles lecture.
Good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's on YouTube.
True.
He's on YouTube. Yeah, I'll send you a short one. Yes, a short one. I have this one I've listened to. It's like an hour and a half. I'm like, I'm not gonna send that one. I have a 7-minute one.
She sent me like 2 to 3 hour ones.
Oh my
I
gosh!
just listen to them in increments.
Yeah, I like the longer videos.
She does.
I just not during.
So she watches YouTube.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Me too. I always listen to. Well, I just listen to it throughout the day, actually.
Yeah, I can do that when I'm just reviewing like conditions. If I have a new underwrite or if I'm CTCing something, then I have to focus. So I haven't been listening to anything this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. 41, 3, 2.
Cat is yelling at me.
A major contribution miracles is their strength. Where are we at? 42?
No.
Oh, your cat's yelling at you?
I'm gonna go close the door. Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
That's okay. Anything you want to add, Sue?
I'm just thinking about, because I think the biggest resistance to that whole, for like letting go of identification with the dashboard, it's the main and the classic resistance to it, of course, is, well, this is all you've known, and this is how everybody, like the majority of everybody, how they function. So what are you? So there's of course like, what makes you so special, one, and then you're gonna die if you let things go, and all of those like stories, and it's just like
don't let it go.
Yeah, it's like don't let it go.
You need it.
You need me. How ungrateful. Spirituality is about being grateful.
That's
you should
right.
be grateful that all of these.
That's right.
So it's just, like learning to like observe. And then even same thing too with all this astrology stuff too, right? It's figuring out that these are aspects of our personality. It's not. And then I was actually also even thinking too about have you heard the theory that the soul descends into incarnation like in phases?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's like different analyses that you can do on your soul based on not only on the time of your birth, but throughout gestation. So like I guess the point when implantation happens is a big one, and then the point where the heart starts to beat is another one. And anyway, those are all the things that are going on in my mind. Yeah.
Well, and all that stuff, that's the personality development stuff.
Yes.
Which
all the duality stuff
can go on forever, right? And I think what I can see, that goes on after you die. In fact, this incarnation stuff is a blip in the personality development. It's 100 years, and we could do this a million times, and then when we finally get out of this density, so to speak, and go into another density, and we don't have a physical body, it still goes on and on and on and on forever if we wanted to, theoretically. And then if it all ends and we reunite with the Creator, well, who's to say it didn't start again? Let's do it. Well, what are we going to do now? I don't know. See what happens when we do it this way. Shabang, Another big bang, so to speak.
Yep.
Right. Because go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, because that's the whole theory, I think, in Hinduism is that karma is essentially the Big Bang. Karma is what begins the Big Bang. Mm-hmm. And karma being whenever, like, we as individuals accumulate karma when we act from separation, right? When we enact, when we set things into motion in the physical world while under the illusion that we are separate. So non-loving actions cause the accumulation of karma.
Well,
And it's that same.
it's important to know too that it's loving or non-loving. They're both karma, because karma is reaction. That's all it is. Loving and non-loving is if you.
I think maybe, yeah, this might be a different because there's a slight distinction though. In this version that I heard, it's they're only talking about negative karma as the accumulation of karma, and then the loving actions as the undoing of karma and the releasing of. So like there's the tightening of the bonds versus the loosening, so that you can be more in the quote unquote real world, free from the free from duality.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the theory that you're coming from, but my understanding of it generally is that we don't have the information to even know what's good or bad. But when I identify, similar to what you're saying, when I identify with a separate person, separate personality, there is the ability to have karma. And if you have bad karma, often it gets so bad that you can finally release all these things you hold on to, and you can be free from it. You get to experience and burn off all your, basically the reactions, all the bad stuff that you cause. Like they say, oh, well, look at you were born crippled, must be bad karma. It's like, okay, well, you get to experience it and burn off the bad karma, and then maybe you have horrible lives and you do burn it all off, and you get what's yours, right? And then you engage it in such a way you don't create more bad karma, and then you get a life of good karma. Well, who's to say you have a life of great karma? You're beautiful and rich and powerful and famous, and then you're a miserable person. Like we think of a horrible Hollywood actor, and you create a bunch of bad karma. It's actually really easy to get a bunch of bad karma if everything is just super, super easy for you. That's kind of one of the things that humans do, strangely enough. You become a miserable person without any kind of strife and without any kind of effort that you need to put out. And then the next lives, you have these horribly karma-ridden lives because you're such a bad person in your karma-free life. It creates this cycle. Creates a cycle that you go back and forth.
Again, I think there's different nuances to the whole definition of karma.
Yeah.
And I think also
maybe it's a data. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think also what you were saying, Sue, about the love. I think if I'm understanding properly, you're saying like that creates the good karma or whatever. But I think I understand what you're saying because, well, like you said, Javon, the book kind of, or this course talks about like there's love or fear. There's like one direction or one or the other.
Yep.
And so I think to marry these two ideas, the love would be the oneness. Is that what you're saying, Sue?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And you're saying karma is basically bad, and it's the negative stuff that and how to deal with it.
Not exactly. Again, I would have to go find out. I think it is from Advaita Vedanta, this version definition of karma. But there is one system where they talk about karma as basically the Big Bang, the initiator of creation. Like, so it's not karma is neither good or bad. It just is.
Yeah.
And
well, that's kind of what you're saying too. It's neutral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with that. And so, how do you separate it? Well, that's what a course talks about: is realizing that you're not any of it. You're not separate. That's the way to free from karma, according to the course, and its definition, so to speak. It doesn't really teach on karma, the word, but
I feel like if you define karma, I don't know. It's hard. That's hard because I think so many people's definition of karma is like one thing.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I guess I'm thinking about right now, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I'm taking a Bible study class right now where they talk about they talk about discernment, and
Offensive.
I feel like there's so many different versions of this theory, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like, and so
Karma is a pretty popular word nowadays.
it is, yeah. But I also feel like it can be used in so many different ways, or
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, right.
so one book might say one thing,
Oh, for sure.
another book might say another thing, and I think maybe we're all saying the same thing, but
Well, if you go back to the Course, it's all meaning that we put on it. We're all making it up. And it theoretically, the meaning and how the world works comes from you. So you are this peephole that consciousness, capital C, has into experiencing the physical universe. Like, what's it look like? I want to see what the universe looks like through your dashboard, so to speak, your monitor, your you have the virtual reality goggles, and you've lived your whole life with your virtual reality goggles. If you've never seen the real world, all you see is your world through your goggles, and you get to experience this world and how it works, and you're actually putting meaning on everything, the whole thing. And people come up to you and tell you things, and you learn, but those are all part of you as well, and you're creating this whole universe, really. And so consciousness, in a way, gets to experience this all through you. And so, like, it could technically be a little different. You very well are putting the meaning, and so you experience life a little different from each one of us. Your perspective. And so, who knows? Like, who knows how it evolves and what consciousness is up to? I'm not sure. But if it gets painful and you don't like it anymore, that's where forgiveness comes in. Just adding some awareness, like, I'm committed to this one way. What if I let go of that belief? Does that feel any better? Am I releasing it? Does my resonance raise? Like that. And then is there a way that it all works? Well, I'm sure there is. And I'm absolutely positive it's more than I understand. And no matter how we describe it, to be able to put it into words and to put it in a linear way like we love to do, humans, it's not reality, because reality isn't linear like that. It's just that's how we have lived, because we have this illusion of time, that there's a past and there's a future, and that we can learn and that we can change this thing called future, and the thing that we are right now could get better. That whole game. It's a wonderful game. That's all, according to, of course, idea, anyway. And then,
I like it.
Does that mean we stop learning? No, I love learning all this stuff, especially the spiritual things. So fun.
it is fun.
Miracles arise, 43. Miracles arise from a miraculous state of mind, or a state of miracle readiness. Woo! And to me, that's just you're willing to let go. Like, you're willing to let go. And like, even like, like people who go to a magic show, or people who go to a comedian, watch a comedian, or people who go to what's the person a hypnotist. If you're like super committed to not believing, if you're super committed that the show's gonna suck, it's not gonna be a fun show for you. Right. But if you're like there and you're like ready, you're like, yeah, I love these things. It's like you're into it, and the crowd gets into it, and you like feed off the crowd, and the crowd feeds into you, and like, it's like a big wonderful thing. It's like, let's be ready. Let's be ready for miracle. I'm ready to let go of this stuff that I hate. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Does that hurt? Hurts a ton. You want to let go? Yeah.
I feel like the more you do it, though, the easier it gets, right?
Yes, for sure. Yep, and there's a certain miraculous part of it too. Oh, thank you. Amazon package delivered in the wrong spot. Yeah, right there. Thank you, delivery lady.
I hate when they do that. I backed over my package
I know.
one time. I backed over my package one time.
Oh no.
I
Thank
know.
you so much.
Thank you, Annie. Saved my life. I probably needed that.
Something his wife bought.
Yeah. Amazon. Thank you. Thank you, God, for Amazon.
Yeah. What would we do?
All
Oh,
right. I don't remember what I was going to say.
she's cute. Annie?
Yeah, Annie's great.
We like Annie.
We like Annie. Save our stuff. We're ready for the miracle.
Yeah.
The miracle 44 is an expression of an inner awareness of Christ and the acceptance of his atonement. And atonement, once again, we're already there. The work is already done. We're already free. We're already happy. We're already at peace. We're already healed. It's like, well, it doesn't look like I'm healed. Look at this leg. It's limp. It's like, well, no, that's true. The leg is limp, but that's not you. What? Wait a minute. I'm broke. There's no zeros in my account. Oh, yeah. Well, the world's not real either. So
it's all zeros.
Yeah, it's all zeros. Well, they're treating me poorly. Oh, well, yeah. There is no you. That's right. And there is no them. There is only the sonship.
Yes.
It's like, well, this theory sucks. Okay, well, that idea isn't real either. You can let go of that idea as well. Only if you want. Only if you want.
Yeah, I like the idea of seeing the sonship as, like you said, I remember this one guy was talking about how he kept a picture of his wife when she was little in his car on the dashboard, so that every time.
I love that. That's how he thinks of her.
Yeah, so when he gets in the car, if they had an argument, he immediately, looks at that and thinks of her in that way. I don't know, maybe I should do that with Jared. But
I need to do that with my mom for sure. I have this really sweet picture of her.
Yeah.
Makes me feel so much better. I totally gear myself up to call her. Like,
Yeah.
I could do this, I could do this, I could do this.
It's sweet. It's a sweet way of looking at things, but also like thinking of all of us as kids and how playful we were and how fun we were and how we all just, happy.
Yeah. I totally did that with my mom. It was almost like this little angel that looked like my little sister when she was young, kind of floated up outside the beat-up, crotchety version of my mom today. And I was like, oh, wow, that feels so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, yeah, I could see her in there.
Yeah.
Operating the crotchety machine inside. Got some levers and stuff to pull. She's like, dang, this machine is really slow nowadays. Bunch of parts that are broke.
Oh, man.
But yet, who she is still the same beautiful thing.
Yeah.
The miracle is never lost. I always forget my place. 45. A miracle is never lost. It may touch many people you have not even met, and produce undreamed of changes in situations of which you are not even aware.
I like that.
Yeah. So your forgiveness that you're letting go of an idea that is harming yourself or lowering your resonance is not like it does less than an inspirational talk that Marianne Williamson does, or I don't know, whoever your favorite inspirational speaker is that reaches millions. It doesn't do less. And the reason is there's only one consciousness. And so when your little expression anyway, the thing you think of as you, when you free that expression to raise in vibration, right, move towards love and away from fear in resonance, it's all the same continuum.
Yeah.
Fear and love are the same continuum of experience and just of resonance. But when you raise that resonance more towards love, it's a part of consciousness as a whole, which means it's a part of the sonship. That's how that healthy cell in a body is good for the body. And the body, when it's healthy, has healthy cells. And so it makes a difference that you raise your frequency. So it makes a difference that everything I do in love.
Yeah.
Changes my experience immediately. And makes the body healthy, like that kind of analogy.
For sure.
I don't know. 45? Miracles never left, so we already did that. 46. The Holy Spirit is the highest communication medium. Miracles do not involve this type of communication because they are temporary communication devices. Interesting. Holy Spirit is the highest communication medium. Miracles do not involve this type of communication because they're temporary communication devices. The Holy Spirit is seems like it's appearing in the physical world, but the Holy Spirit is really the memory of God. Of course, says it's a memory of God. So God's really not here. It's just our memory of God. It's like the voice that we hear while we're sleeping, and the voice is God saying, "Wake up! No, it's okay. No, it's all right. You can let that go." And so we have this temporary communication device inside the dream, so to speak. But it's not reality. It's not the highest communication that actually Spirit has when you're free from the separation idea. When you return to your original form of communication with God by direct revelation, the need for miracles is over. Yeah. And so it's nice. I mean, we're kind of like figuring out how to have the life we want, which is, according to the Course, magic. And magic isn't bad. It's not a bad thing. And so as we figure out magic, which is, those 3 levels of get what you want, personality development, and reality, revelation. Like the last level is reality, which is what this is saying. It's like, hey, it's not you, and none of it's you. And the only work that you really have is just to release all these ideas that aren't you, which, by the way, are all the ideas. It's just, and how far can you release? Well, you can release forever as long as you have an idea. You can release them all, and eventually, when you do, you'll step out of the game. Well, that's pretty far away. It's like, what's the end result? Jesus, Gandhi, Buddha, or whatever these characters that we think are angelic, godlike, and the answer is yes. That is destiny. It's our destiny. It's not even like that'd be nice to have. That's destiny. It will happen because of atonement, and atonement is it already has happened. That's already you. You're not the expression that you think you are. And so in between, okay, well, what do we do? And I can't be that. I've tried all my whole life. Well, yeah, we can do this for lifetimes, and so let's at least bring some awareness, shine some light on all these personality things that we do, the personality development. And as we try to get what we want, step 1, let's try to play the game a little looser. It's more enjoyable that way.
Sure.
With more forgiveness.
Yeah, I've definitely been letting things go a lot easier, but I need to let them go more.
Yeah, you could.
Jared and I got into an upset yesterday, and I should have let it go in that moment, but I didn't. I just decided to talk it through, and didn't realize he was so upset and angry because of something I didn't even know that I did by not reading his messages, because I didn't even know he sent me messages.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was already in an upset state, and I should have seen it, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but
Well, we have all these habits. It's just so easy to go into the habits, and it's so easy to allow the stimulus that are up for the hooks that are already set.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would normally have like a big blowout fight, like a year ago, like a big blowout fight where holes were punched into walls and things were thrown, and we don't do that anymore. It's still upsetting, but
improvement.
Kind of let things go.
Yeah.
So even last night I wanted to hold a grudge, but I was like, no, I love you. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Really tired.
Well, there we go. That's a wonderful thing. And I think the most important thing is to realize that when I forgive, when I let my kids' rambunctiousness at night go in the moment, or I let my judgments of my mom go, it's more pleasant for me. Immediately, it's more pleasant for me. And I'm thinking they are the offender of my life, but the offense and the thing that I'm getting that I don't want is my poor experience, my experience I don't like, and I'm the only one who controls that. So could I let it all go? I could, and that's like the immediate relief that I think I'm going to get from the world changing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sue?
I think I still have too much fun changing the world.
Too much what?
Just too much fun changing the world. And that's the game we're playing, though. I think it's really important to realize, because there's a bunch of Course in Miracles people that are crazy, and they're just hung up on there is no world, that they want other people to stop playing the world game. And that's not the purpose.
Like
the purpose.
the idea on other people when they're not even ready.
Yeah, it's like stop mourning the loss of of your death of your loved one. There is no body. There is no or don't enjoy this because it's not real. And it's like, well, I don't know, probably not. That doesn't seem like the highest vibration. It's like do the stuff that's very interesting to you. I'm kind of like Sue. I get obsessed with all these different metaphysical things. I think they're very entertaining. I love them all.
Yeah.
It's just like when you have them, just hold them with an open hand. Like learn it all up. But once you grip anything too tight, it adds a different layer of suffering. We can make anything wonderful a suffering tool.
Yeah. Just like drinking too much water.
You can drink too much water. That's a good example.
Did I tell you my friend was sent to the hospital for that?
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Like flushed out her electrolytes and all that stuff?
Yeah. It's actually Jared's friend, Jake.
Oh, wow.
He's like really super buff, goes to the gym all the time, drinks a ton of water. I think he drank like 2 gallons that day.
Wow.
Ended up in the hospital.
Oh my gosh. We're all doomed.
But yeah, too much of anything.
Too much of anything. Holding on too tight of anything.
Yeah.
Let it all go.
That's the whole theory with Ayurveda, is that there is no such thing as a goodness and a badness. It's all about finding balance.
I love it.
Ayurveda is all about like food as medicine, So.
I love the Ayurveda.
Consciousness.
Okay. How are we doing? We good?
I think so. I'm going to go to the gym after this.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Well done, everybody.
Thanks. What number was that? 47?
I don't know. Where did we leave off?
40.
Miracle's a learning device?
46.
46 we left off, so we'll start on 47 left. Okay, ladies. That was lovely. Thank you very much. It's very therapeutic for me.
Yay.